Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Northwoods Engineered. Today I'm going to be doing a review slash overview of my cargo trailer. When I was looking to buy one, I did a lot of research into the different brands, and there weren't too many videos of trailers. There's a lot of articles and stuff, but not a lot of videos where you actually get to see close-ups of the trailer and hear from a real user. As a disclaimer, I'm not getting paid anything for this. I have no affiliation with Triton. It's just the brand that I chose, and I really like it, so I wanted to make a video about it. So this specific trailer size is it's a VC12 cargo trailer. It's all aluminum. It's 12 feet long from the back end to where the V-nose begins, and then there's a couple extra feet due to the V-nose. I bought it in 2017. I think it was a year old when I bought it. Somebody had bought it just 1 year before and wanted a bigger one, so they traded it in. So it was pretty new when I got it. It came with the RV style door on the side. It did not come with the windows. I've turned it into a kind of a camper of sorts, so that's why it has the window. But it has aluminum wheels with radial tires, and then it has the torsion axle on it, so it drives smoother than leaf springs. The Tritons come standard with the torsion axles. I've driven it or pulled it about 20,000 miles. I drove all the way from Minnesota to Alaska with it, and if anybody has ever driven up there, you know how bad the roads are. So I've driven a lot of really bumpy, crappy roads with this thing. I've taken it out to Yellowstone, I've taken it around Lake Superior, and then we do a lot of driving just back and forth in Minnesota between where we live and our cabins. So I've put a lot of miles on it, and as of now, I've never had any sort of issue with it. So on the back, I've got the ramp on it. I also use it for hauling my snowmobile, put a motorcycle in it. So I got those used. I didn't have a choice, but I wanted the ramp as opposed to the barn door. I've installed the black skids for the snowmobile, but like I said, it's 6 feet wide by 12 feet long, but I wanted to show you some actual measurements of what you get with that. So the rear door opening is actually about 63.5 inches. And then the height here is about 65.5. And then I'm about 5'8", 5'9", and I can stand up just fine on the inside. To the peak in the center is about 74 inches. And then on the sides, it's about 72. So there's a slight angle to it. So that gives you an idea of what you can get in the back end. And then as you can see, there's fold-up beds in here. Like I said, we use it as a camper. But if you want to come inside, Chels. So it came with plywood on the walls, 3/8 inch plywood. Like I said, the windows I added, but it was not painted. We painted it white. The ground was 3/4 inch treated plywood, and we painted that as well. And then the ceiling has no finish, it's just the aluminum tubes. And then the cool thing about the Tritons are these coves on the side, so that's where they run all the wiring. So it's just wide open, and then I also added some wiring for the camper, so I was able to just run it up in those coves, which is really nice. It came with one overhead light here with a switch on the wall, hooked up to truck power, but I ended up wiring it to another battery. And then the V-nose here, it adds, I would say, probably about 20 inches extra past that 12 feet that you get. Well, let's measure. So from the back end to where the V starts is, looks a little less than 144, a little less than 12. And then to the very tip is about 164. So it came with all LED lights. So you've got the brake lights on the one on each side and then one on the top. And then it has some clearance lights on the wheel wells. And then this is the seamless aluminum exterior. So there's no screws on the sides except for like one along the top edge every couple feet. There's caulking on all the joints. I've never had any issues with any of the panels coming undone. They're all really good. Holding the door has a full frame around it, screwed down and sealed. I've never had any sort of leaking in the trailer at all, not on the walls, not through the roof. I added a vent and it hasn't leaked through there at all either. On the front, you've got, I have the tire carrier. I mounted it up there. It used to be on the inside. It's also got some rock guard on the front, just over 2 feet high. So I'll put all the dimensions as well down in the description, so look for that. I pull this trailer with my half-ton GMC 1500 truck. It pulls just fine. It's a lot less than the towing max, but it does affect the gas mileage quite a bit. This truck is rated like 14 city, 20 highway, and I get maybe on a good day 13 miles per gallon with this, on a bad day 10. So it really does affect it, even with the Vinos. If you're interested in any of my other videos of what I've done, I have one showing the conversion to the camper and then one showing the electrical system, so I'll link those and click on that if you're interested. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to them as soon as I can.